Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee scored that contest. Henry, 57 points. Egan, 60 points. And the winner is Joe Egan.
Henry.
Although, Bob, the two are not necessarily correlative.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is over 8 3-minute rounds between Nigel Wenton in the blue corner and Scott Depew in the red corner. At the weigh-in this afternoon, Wenton weighed in at 9 stone 9 and 1/2 pound. Depew weighed in at 9 stone 9 and 1/2 pound. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ohio, on my left and in the red corner, Scott Depew. On my right and in the blue corner, from Liverpool, boxing out of Belfast, Nigel the Heat Wenton. Your referee, Mr. Bonnie Wilson.
As the career of Nigel Wenton progresses, his trunks seem to get more and more spectacular. The Liverpudlian who's boxing out of Belfast, one of the shining lights in the Eastwood stable, has a very natty pair of gold trunks. His opponent in infinitely more somber black, Scott Depew from Toledo, Ohio, a 22-year-old, as opposed to Nigel Wenton, who's a mere 20 years old. Wenton, his 19th professional fight. He's lost only one, and that was in Venezuela. Depew has won 8 of his 10, but 6 of them inside the distance, so he's by no means a pushover, on paper at least. It's a very important fight, this, for Wenton. He's looking for a good, crisp, competent performance, because in the not-too-distant future, he's going to challenge Steve Boyle from Scotland for the Scotsman's British lightweight title. 9 stone 9.5 apiece. They weighed in this afternoon. Wenton in gold, a rather low-looking left hand, and in black, Scott Depew. That really was a rib rattler of a left from Nigel Wenton. Wenton, the younger of 2 boxing sons of Terry Wenton, a former ABA champion. Nigel's brother Richie is a more than useful bantamweight. Wenton has won 13 of his 17 victorious contests inside the distance. Half a minute left in this first round. Wenton pacing himself. Again, a little bit low. Barney Wilson just admonishing Nigel Wenton for that rather low blow. Good left from Wenton and a right to follow. Well, interesting first round then. That's Nigel Wenton. 20, he'll be 21 on the 5th of next month. The man in front of him has been brought in by the Eastwood stable the last couple of years. Bernardo Checa, formerly a 5th-rated featherweight in the world. And he's done a lot of good work with Wenton, and Wenton put some of that good work into practice in the first round against Scott Depew from Ohio. Wenton just taking his time. Now that was very, very definitely a little bit on the low side, and he followed up with another left and a right. So Barney Eastwood, who reckons that Nigel Wenton will beat Steve Boyle when the two meet for the Scotsman's title in a few weeks' time, giving some advice to one of the many Liverpudlians who are in the Eastwood stable at the moment.
Second time. Round 2.
Nigel Wenton in the gold, Scott Depew in the black. Wenton looking in particularly good shape. He's an extremely hard trainer. Wenton moving around clockwise behind that left jab. Well, Depew did well. He turned Wenton right on the ropes and came back himself. There's a low blow again, and I think Barney Wilson probably agrees with Depew that it was low, but interestingly, the waistband of Depew's shorts are rather low. Well, that looked more like a slip to me. Winton just picking up the pace. There's that left hand going in again. He really digs it very deep, and that's a characteristic trademark of a lot of the boxers in the Eastwood stable. Winton putting on the pressure. That was right on the button again. Depew is unable to defend himself, and Barney Wilson's having a good look, and Barney Wilson, I think, is going to stop this. Said, no, that's enough. I don't think Depew really could argue with that. Not even 2 minutes gone in the second round, and Nigel Winton has had the perfect result as far as his build-up to his British lightweight title challenge to Steve Boyd's concerned, stopping Scott Depew from Ohio in the second round. Well, Depew didn't look very happy with some of what he alleged was low punching. There's another one, a left going in, but no mistake about that right hand. And Depew really bent over and unable to defend himself, and Barney Wilson had a good long look. Depew had the hands up, but in the end Barney Wilson did the right thing. So for Nigel Winton, it's 19 contests and 18 victories, 14 inside the distance.
At the weigh-in this afternoon, Johnston weighed in at 8 stone 3 1/2 pounds. Winton weighed in at 8 stone 6 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, boxing out of Washington, in the red corner, Mark Johnston. In the blue corner, from Liverpool, boxing out of Belfast, Richie Skinny Winton. Your referee, Mr. Barney Wilson.
Second time, round one.
There wouldn't be too many prizes given for judging the country of origin of Mark Too Sharp Johnston. He's from Washington, D.C. in the United States, and is wearing the Stars and Stripes with considerable pride, it seems. This 18-year-old, only his second professional fight. His opponent is Richie Winton, the older brother of British lightweight challenger Nigel. He's 22, but is comparatively inexperienced. This is only his 5th professional fight. He's won all 4, 2 inside the distance, and Johnson made his professional debut only last month in Ohio, when he had a 3rd round stoppage of a gentleman called Ray Gonzalez. So it's the shorter of the two in the Stars and Stripes trunks, Mark Johnston, and in the silver lammy, it's Richie Winton. Winton considerably taller by about 3 inches, and he's also about 2.5 pounds heavier. Richie Winton has been a professional since December of 1988. He's only had 4 contests. He would like to have been a little bit more active, but it's reckoned that he's made great strides, especially in the last 3 or 4 months. Not finding too many problems making contact with Mark Johnson. go in the first of what's scheduled for only 4 rounds. Good right hand by Wenton, who's not yet making perhaps as much use of his reach as he might want to. Johnson looks very much as if he could probably get down without too much problems to the 8-stone flyweight limit. Well, Richie Wenton just about missed the stool that his cornermen put in. A couple of years older than brother Nigel. Was in action only last month in the Ulster Hall here in Belfast against a Panamanian Ariel Cordova, whom he beat in 6 rounds, a points decision. But it was a good performance by him, considering that Cordova had given another Eastwood bantamweight, John Lowy from Belfast, a lot of trouble a few months before that. And they reckon that Wenton's progress in the last 5 or 6 months has really been quite remarkable. He's been working exceptionally hard in the gym.
Second time.
Fairly busy first round. We had them between the man in the Stars and Stripes trunks, Mark Johnson from Washington, and Richie Wenton from Liverpool, fighting out of Belfast, one of half a dozen Liverpudlians